We are again tasked with writing equations for lines, and this time we're given 2 points in an ordered pair. You will notice that neither of these is the y-intercept, so we are again going to use our point-slope form. Let's remember what that is. Point-slope form looks like y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where m is our slope and y1 and x1 come from some point along the line. Now I've got two choices for those. I could use this point for our x and our y values, or I could use this point for our x and our y values. We're not going to use both of them. We only need one. However, we do need 2 points to be able to find our slope, so let's go ahead and do that. I've graphed those 2 points on the grid over here. And we can see that we're going up and to the right. So let's find our rise, let's find our run. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is our rise, and our run is 2. So rise over run would make that 10 over 2. And if we divide that, simplify it, that simply gives me 5. So our slope is 5. We can now put the information in. I'll write down m equals 5 so I don't forget. Okay, I am going to use this point, but if you choose to use that one, that's fine. So we have y minus, our y value from this point is 5, y minus 5 equals, we just figured out our slope was 5, so we're going to put that in. And we have x minus, now you need to be very careful with this one. We have a negative number right here and a minus. I'm going to write both of those down and then I'm going to simplify it. So that would be x minus a negative 2. This is very important because when you subtract a negative, that's the same thing as adding. I like to make sure I write this and then I will rewrite it with that addition. So we get y minus 5 equals 5 times x, and I'm subtracting a negative would be the same thing as adding 2. All right, now we can simplify. Let's distribute this. We get 5x plus 10, and we have a y minus 5. Let's add 5 to both sides to eliminate that, and we get y equals 5x plus 15 in slope-intercept form. Let's do one more example, and this time we're given some notation, some function notation. Our information is written this way, and I'm going to write it as an ordered pair. Now, you don't have to write this as an ordered pair if you can see it from this. But our x value is negative 10, and our y value is 4 in this equation. And for this one, our x value is negative 2, and our y value is 4 again. Okay, now I've got those on the graph over here, so we can find our slope. You will notice that from here to here, we go over by a value of 8, but we do not go up or down. This is a horizontal line. In our past lessons, we've learned that the slope of that is 0. But if I didn't remember that and I wrote rise over run, I would get 0 for my rise and 8 for my run, and 0 divided by 8 is 0. So you'd still be able to get the slope right there. Okay, again, I do not have my y-intercept, so let's put it in point-slope form. That is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I'm going to choose this because it has the smaller values. So we get y minus our y value, which is 4, equals our slope, which is 0, times x minus, and again, don't forget the negative, minus a negative 2. Subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding, so I'm going to rewrite this as x plus 2. Now, it doesn't actually make a difference on this one because when we multiply these by 0, we get 0. So those kind of eliminate anyway. But usually they don't, so be very careful that you keep track of all of your negatives and subtractions. Okay, so we end up with 0 on this side. Let's add 4 on this side, and we get y equals 4, which is the graph of a horizontal line at 4, and so we confirm what we have there. And we're finished with this question. Thank you.